was a professional session musician. He used to play with Kate Bush and all that, and he was always practicing on the piano. So Mike would only get very few opportunities, and then when he did, he'd jump on the piano for 30 seconds, 5 minutes, half an hour. And it was obvious, very early on, that Mike was serious. For the rest of us, the band was just a bit of fun, a bit of messing about. Something to keep us off the street, nicking fags out of cars. As I say, for Mike, it was starting to get serious. Then we had this amazing revelation that in order to be in a band, you needed an instrument. It wasn't long before a selection of musical equipment was acquired. Chris turned up with a battered old Fender. John managed to get his hands on half a drum kit. And Lee's hero was Davey Payne, the saxophone player for me and Jury and the Blockheads, who played a Selma Mark 6. One night, Lee was bowling down Hampstead Road in Camden past Boozy and Hawks, and there in the window was a Selma Mark 6. Well, while his mate kept watch, Lee removed a couple of the louvered windows and he was in. But just as he was about to get his hands on the glittering prize, his mate banged on the window. "It's the old Bill!" And did what all good mates do, did one. Next thing, Lee can feel the pencil light of 2 torches round his ankles while he assumed the pose of a mannequin. So they went round the corner. And the next day, our new saxophone player bowled in with his new... It was 3 years before he could play it in tune. I didn't know how the mouthpiece worked. I'm not saying I was no perfect at that time. It was just still a bit of fun for me. But as I say, it wasn't for Mike. And one day he says, "Have you noticed most of the young bands on the charts are too young? So the only young band are the Bay City Rollers." They're too young, are they? Too young. Or they're too old? Too young. Too young? Too young. Well, we can do better than them, sure. Surely we can. Bay City Rollers? That was still a long way off. We still had to earn a living. Lee, our saxophone player, had acquired a Morris 1000 GPO van, and he was going to start a little plastering business. Asked me if I'd like to get involved. Yeah, brilliant. Loads of money in plastering. My apprenticeship basically involved nicking 2 buckets and a trowel from Woolworths. We bowled onto the building site. Lee there, yeah, on the plasterer's mate, holding the buckets like that. He said he's a bit slow, but he's a good kid. We barely lasted a morning. There was more plaster on my head than there was on the set. But then Chris had the right idea. He was really in with Camden Council. He said painting and decorating Suggs is the doddle. My apprenticeship basically involved taking a paintbrush and some overalls from Woolies. My first job was to size this wall in this council flat. I was having real trouble finding a tape measure. It's a trade joke, thank you. Inevitably, I was sent up the shop to get some supplies. Yes, please, I'll take a tin of tartan paint, 7 9-inch holes, and I really need a long stay. He was gone for fucking hours.